A blizzard warning in effect for the entire Panhandle, and what you need to know for what could be the biggest storm of 2022. KNEB.TV News starts right now.
From your trusted source for news in western Nebraska and eastern Wyoming, this is KNEB.TV News. Presented by Platte Valley Companies, premier provider of financial services.
Hello, I'm Ryan Murphy. This is KNEB.TV News powered by Platte Valley Companies. Thanks for joining me. And our top story, as the Panhandle braces for a blizzard that could bring upwards of 2 feet of snow, people are encouraged to be prepared. With road conditions expected to be undrivable, many residents could be stuck at home for several days. Everyone should have a ration of non-perishable food items and plenty of bottles of water. In the event of power outages, make sure you're ready to have food you can eat without the assistance of electricity to cook. Try to have all of your phones and devices fully charged, and if possible, have a fully charged backup power bank as well. And lastly, make sure that you have ways to stay warm in your house if it does not have natural gas for heating. By being prepared, you will have the edge to ride the storm out if the worst case scenarios occur. Well, a Torrington man is facing a number of charges related to an October hit-and-run crash that occurred in Torrington. The Wyoming Highway Patrol says troopers were requested to assist the Torrington Police Department on the crash due to a conflict of interest with the suspect involved in the hit-and-run. Troopers began their investigation and obtained video footage from a school bus and surveillance camera footage from a nearby business of the crash. A suspect was identified and interviewed, along with other witnesses, and the suspected driver was identified as 68-year-old Torrington resident Juan Gomez Gallardo, who left the scene without rendering aid to the struck victim. The Goshen County's Attorney's Office formally charged Gomez Gallardo on Thursday with aggravated assault and battery with serious bodily injury, no insurance, leaving the crash scene and failing to give information and render aid. We'll have more news right after this.
Looking for free instead of fees? Platte Valley Bank can help you keep your finances moving forward with no ATM fees. Whether you're headed to the lake, the mountains, or just to the grocery store, you can enjoy the freedom of free ATM access anywhere, anytime. Platte Valley Bank. You belong here.
Welcome back. An outpouring of community giving continues now into its 5th decade. On Saturday, Riverstone Bank wrapped up the 2022 Gift of Love program with their Truck of Love. People were steadily coming in to help load the truck trailer with new and gently used toys, the Lakota Lutheran Church van with coats, and lots of non-perishable food items for local food pantries. Riverstone Bank Marketing Director Becca Pierce says this program, now in its 41st year, could not be successful without the generosity from the public.
So all of these items will round out our Gift of Love program, and again, this is our 41st year, so immediately I need to say thank you to the community for supporting this, whether they've done it through our Tree of Names or through our Gift of Love program.
Riverstone Bank will continue to accept cash and new kid coat donations to round out the Gift of Love program until the end of December. Well, Main Street Market in Scottsbluff was the place to be on Saturday as they hosted their inaugural Christmas in the Plaza. The free event featured free train rides for kids, lots of food trucks, and even an appearance from Jolly St. Nick. Panhandle Co-op President Charlie Wright explained where the idea for Christmas in the Plaza came from.
I really came up with this idea about a month ago. We had a summer 80th anniversary deal we did here, and we had food trucks and some sales in the grocery store and some things like that. And so I just wanted to do something, keep people, aware of Panhandle Co-op and all the things we offer between the Good Life, the feed store, the quick change oil changes we have now, plus our grocery store, our fuel stations. So it was just a fun idea to have.
Wright says sales will continue at all the shops in Main Street Markets Plaza, including the Good Life gift shop and at their feed store, which also has a gift shop with ranch items for sale. And Nebraska Governor-elect Jim Pillen says Columbus will remain his home for his first term beginning in January. Pillen reportedly cited family as the main reason. His son Isaac is still in high school, and Pillen has several grandchildren in the Columbus area. His decision to maintain his Columbus address bears a similarity to Governor Pete Ricketts, who continued to live in his Omaha home during his 2 terms in office. Former Governor Dave Heineman, who left office in 2015, was the last governor to occupy the governor's mansion. Pillen says he and the First Lady will likely spend some nights in the mansion as well, and plans to host some events there during his term.
Allo means reliability, productivity, connect. Allo means no more of that. Allo means business. Local business, big business, small business. If you need reliable phone and internet connectivity, you need Allo. Local service and same-day dispatch. Free installation, symmetrical upload and download speeds. If your business relies on communication, rely on Allo. Allo means business. Visit allofiber.com/business.
Are you looking for the perfect place to hold a wedding, family reunion, holiday office party, or business meeting? Well, look no further. The Hampton Inn and Suites Hotel and Conference Center is just the place for you. We're a full-service banquet facility that can host up to 400 of your guests. Stop in and see our spacious open-concept meeting rooms and begin planning your special event or family gathering today. Let us do the work for you so you can enjoy your guests. For personal service, stop by the Hampton Inn and Suites front desk.
The Evergreen Credit Card by FNBO. Earn unlimited 2% cash back on every purchase. Every day. Everywhere. Never worry about expiring points or category restrictions. Plus, there's no annual fee. Only from the Great Big Small Bank. A bank ever ready for you to earn more, wherever life leads. Evergreen by FNBO.
Now, sports from the FNBO Sports Desk. FNBO, the Great Big Small Bank.
A big-time girls basketball matchup is all set for tonight. After a summer matchup to kind of whet their own appetites, the Real McCoy arrives this evening for the Scottsbluff and Bridgeport girls basketball teams. A regular season standalone girls game between the two schools takes place tonight with the Bearcats at the Bulldogs. Let's start with Bridgeport, a team coming off a state title game loss a year ago in C2. They've moved to C1 this year, and they're off to an expected 4-0 start for Coach Dave Coolin.
I think the most common thing that was said to me after the state championship game last year was, this will get you ready for next year. And I mean, we were ready to win it last year. We had a team that was very good, so we've got most of the players back. I mean, we did lose some production. There's no doubt about that, but we feel real good about the lineup that we'll be putting out there this year.
Bridgeport led by the Loomis Girdle sisters, Ruthie and Olivia. Olivia, the junior, she's committed to Northern Colorado. Ruthie already signed, sealed, and delivered for the University of Colorado, playing her final year for the Bridgeport program.
We were heartbroken, and I think these girls can tell you that too. It was really hard to get over, but now that we're playing again, you can't look back and be like, oh my gosh, what if I had got that rebound? What if I had made that free throw? Now it's like, okay, what can I do differently to get a different result? Like I said before, like you can't do the same things, expect a different result. So for me, it's like, we don't want to feel that way again. We love to win. It was a heartbreaking loss, and So every day in practice, every game, it's just like, am I competing at a championship level? Is what I'm doing now at that level? Because if it's not, we can't expect anything different than what happened last year.
So far this year for the Bulldogs, they have wins over Perkins County, St. Pat's, Hemingford, and Sutherland, with tonight possibly being their toughest regular season test of the year.
We play each other a lot in the summertime, and there's no secrets. They know who we have, we know who they have, and we're used to playing them. Just in a game like this, it'll be fun that it's for real, I guess, and we're excited to host that game in Bridgeport.
So Bridgeport bringing back pretty much all their key ingredients from last year's team. Scottsbluff graduated just point guard Mariah Avila. They've missed her early on at times. Head coach Dave Bolish's team 4-2, and he's admitted some of the kids are still trying to fully master some of their new roles for this year's team. Heading into the year, the goals for this year's Scottsbluff girls team pretty clear.
Yeah, I mean, our expectations is going to be the same as it always is, which is we've kind of set a standard of attending the state tournament and really reaching our maximum potential. So I thought last year we checked one of those boxes but not the other, and this group has done a great job of kind of facing that, and so that's our goal, and that's what we're committed to.
As for tonight's matchup, the Cats will be playing their 4th game in 5 days, and Coach says regardless of the setup, this game matters.
We have to play teams with, more than anything, that type of size and personnel. They're probably one of the best basketball teams. I mean, them, Sydney, and us are probably in the top 3 for basketball in the Panhandle. We have to play those teams. We all have to play each other to be ready to go and represent the Panhandle in the East. So there's just no excuse to not play each other. So I'm really glad that's happening. I hope that becomes the norm, and I hope that that's the thinking for all of us, is that the good teams have to play the good teams so that we can go represent the Panhandle together.
This one tonight on 107.3 The Trail, Allo Channel 15, Mobius 1500, and the Bridgeport Strive Channel will get things started with pregame at 6:15. Opening tip is slated for 6:30. That's the latest today from the FNBO Sports Desk. I'm Chris Cottrell.
The Evergreen Credit Card by FNBO. Earn unlimited 2% cash back on every purchase. Every day. Everywhere. Never worry about expiring points or category restrictions. Plus, there's no annual fee. Only from the Great Big Small Bank. A bank ever ready for you to earn more, wherever life leads. Evergreen by FNBO.
Culture trumps everything else.
In my years, I've never worked for a company that treats people the way this one does.
It is my passion for agriculture that brought me here in the first place, but not only that, there's a huge family-oriented atmosphere within the 21st Century Equipment.
I love working for 21st. They found something in me that I didn't know in myself. An intern to where I'm at now is such a great opportunity, and that is what this company is about.
Well, let's take a look what's happening on today's community calendar.
The Community Calendar is brought to you by Riverstone Bank. First State Bank is now Riverstone Bank. Community strong with the same people you know and trust.
Fly United Airlines, operated by SkyWest with Western Nebraska Regional Airport. United is dedicated to going the extra mile for you with daily flights to and from Denver, along with a commitment to excellent service. Reserve your flight today, and remember, United miles can be earned and redeemed with your flights. While at the airport, stop and enjoy authentic Italian food at Roma Italian Restaurant. Plus, Hertz Thrifty Car Rental is there for your car rental needs. Make life easier, relax, and get on board with Western Nebraska Regional Airport.
Looking for free instead of fees? Platte Valley Bank can help you keep your finances moving forward with no ATM fees. Whether you're headed to the lake, the mountains, or just to the grocery store, you can enjoy the freedom of free ATM access anywhere, anytime. Platte Valley Bank. You belong here.
And finally, tonight, Scottsbluff Police Department's K9 Duke has received a new bullet and stab protective vest thanks to a charitable donation from nonprofit organization Vested Interest in Canines Incorporated. Duke's vest was sponsored by a fundraiser and was embroidered with the sentiment in honor of Seattle, Washington Canine Jedi, end of watch, January 5th, 2022. Vested Interest in Canines is a charity whose mission is to provide bullet and stab protective vests and other assistance to dogs of law enforcement and related agencies throughout the U.S. Since its inception, they've provided nearly 5,000 vests to canines in all 50 states at a value of $6.9 million. Well, that does it for us this time. Thank you so much for tuning in. Stay safe out there. We'll see you here next time.